Babe, are the lights, off? What's the protocol for tonight?
P1.
Thank you. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Where's my phone? What's wrong? No, okay, well, you have to help me. Where's my phone? Okay, I got it. Big Gates beat that. Uh-oh. What? Jam. Cancel.
Yep.
Hold on. Ein Moment. One moment. Ein Moment. Wie geht's bitte? Was ist los? Jawohl. Wie viel? Wie viel? Danke, danke. Alright, jawohl. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, God. Yeah, I almost forgot the two. The two. And I'm thinking, whoa, this is nice.
Very nice.
Nice, I like this. This is the one that, what's his name made for us?
Ken.
Ken. That's nice.
I have one too.
Yes, you do. Yours, mine says Frank 26. What's yours say?
Mine says KTFA.
KTFA. That's not your name.
And it says
Oh, it's Tink. Okay.
Tink and Pink.
Tink and Pink. Appropriate. I got purple cufflinks too. We gotta bring that mic closer. I got it. ¿Tienes mi teléfono? I don't know. I just used my phone.
Right here?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you need it?
Not right now. I'll have to wait until after. Do you want to put this in? Does it need a charge?
Yeah, we should. Did you? Oh, you're gonna take care of this.
Not doing this. I'll have to wait till you're done.
Okay. Man, I'm warm. You? It's been a long day, huh, babe?
Yep.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good girl. Alrighty, let's get this on the. Oh, for crying out loud! I forgot. Can you help me? Is it me, honey, or is it hot? You know, it's
We're
me.
rushing.
Yeah, we're rushing. Yeah. Alrighty. All right, I got it. Well, when do they get? When do they get here? Here. We may not be. Remote? That's a first. Alrighty. Babe, we got almost 800. We better get going, okay?
They said you need to talk loud.
I'm talking low on purpose. I don't want them to hear me.
It's fine because you're going to see it.
Alright, generate protocol. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, family. How y'all doing? Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. I get a kick out of calling it UB2Bs. Actually, allow me to take the time to say thank you to YouTube. I mean, I appreciate this venue. I like the fact that I can go instantly live, hi, hi. We were going to use it to go live with the things that are happening in Iraq, but they got too ugly. But I want to welcome you. Today is the 22nd?
First.
21st?
Yep.
I knew it. I was just testing you. Did you know it?
Yep.
Okay. It is the 21st of November, 2019. It's good to be with you all once again. And we are studying the Iraqi dinar. And I made a decision that this week we wanted to be with you literally almost every day. Let me see here. We'll be with you, yeah, for sure, tomorrow, Friday. Just a little introduction, because then I go into ktfalways.com, my form, and I go into our premium, and that's where I share what I share on Fridays. Saturday, I'm thinking that we're going to take our premium Q&A and bring it out to the public and answer everybody's questions. Sunday, not a word. I will disappear. And then on Monday, God willing, we'll be back together on our Monday call to talk about whatever's needed to be talked about at that time. This is a speculative investment, correct? We agree? We do not offer you a date, okay? Correct? We agree? And we do not offer you a rate. Agreed? Okay. May seem like it in our discussion, but it's normal to give your opinion, and that's exactly what I'm giving you tonight, my opinion. Now, what I'm going to do, Monday was almost 3 hours? That's ridiculous. Tuesday, it was over 2 hours. Yesterday, Wednesday, it was just about 2 hours. And today, I'm telling you, I'm going to end this before 8 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. Well, dare me? Watch. But for now, it's good to be with everyone. God bless all of you. And we welcome our guest as well, too. Now, with that said, let's talk about a few things. Last night, we left off with a cliffhanger, huh? I would have kept going, but no, we were exhausted. It's been a long day today, too. I now have to incorporate in my daily routine a visit to my father, my wife and I. We prepare him food. The slop that they give him out there is an accident waiting to happen. And we prepare him food, and we get him his drink, and we get water, distilled water. But anyways, and we feed it to him, and we move him around the place, and I do as much OT, as much occupational therapy as I can with him. And it's difficult to put 2 hours into your daily routine that you haven't done before. It's taxing on us, my wife and I, my sister, our family. But we are honored. We are privileged to have this opportunity to take care of our Father. And that's why we are talking about closing the restaurant at the end of this year. And that's why I'm explaining to you, if you see me fatigued and tired, I apologize. So we left off with a little bit of a cliffhanger. And here's what's going on. I said to you, if I was talking to the CBI, I would have asked them, what would you like to say to me? What are you doing right now? Because look, I know you already delivered. You already delivered. And I know that it was frozen, but now it's in a hot environment, so you can't stay there much longer. And I know, we got the schedule, and it says here that, well, that'd be nice if we could release them on that day. Let's see what you guys say. You're the ultimate. Let me know, CBI. But in the meantime, I'm all set. You don't even have to come and visit me no more. RSVP, no need. If you could say something to me, CBI, what would you say to me about the ice cream, or just the monetary? You know what? No, the monetary reform has already gone from the monetary MR to the RD redenomination, to the RV, can recalculate the revaluation, and now it's into the RI. You are about to reinstate all of this work. And in my opinion, it's in everybody's house. Well, you know what I mean. It's in everybody's banks. And on top of that, you went out of your way to give me logistical information. How many slices of pizza do you want, Frank? What are you talking about? Yeah, I just want my ice cream. Yeah, you got the ice cream. Now, before you have the ice cream, you got to eat your food, and then you can have your dessert. Is that why you did that? Yeah. Oh. All right, so what do you want me to have first? The pizza. Well, the pizza is defining to me that there's a certain percentage. It can go like, 4 or 5 pieces over here. It can go 4 or 5 pieces in this direction and be left with maybe 3, 2, 1 pieces. I mean, yeah, I understand the percentages and I understand the reason why, because by golly, it makes a lot of sense. The whole purpose was to lift the 3 zeros physically, and the citizens didn't really play along with that, did they? But you came up with a great plan when you recalculated, which is the RV that you just finished. Brilliant. And you're saying, don't put out all the freaking dinars that we just got, printed. Not all of them. I don't know. Put out a certain percentage, a decent percent, more than 50%. But the problem is that we weren't able to collect all the 3 zeros physically. Why? Because you're stubborn. But that's all right. We love you. You keep on protesting. When you're done, let us know. But because you didn't really, work along, and it's got to work with you. No, go ahead. You keep protesting. It's okay. No, when you're done, let me know. But what we did is we put in a safety feature. Yeah, a pressure valve feature. And we didn't deliver all the ice cream in the form of pizza. It was not all the ice cream. So we served pizza with ghost peppers on it, and you can't see them. I'm sorry, but they are there. They're there, and that was the last thing you did with me, the banks of Iraq. So I ask you, what the heck more you got to do with me? I don't need no more visits, no more SVPs. Go away. Go. Just you see this? See your schedule? Fulfill your schedule. So what are you doing? Well, Frank 26, if you really want to know. Besides, logic itself tells you. Maybe he meant to say, what the Frank? You know what it means? Is my baby smart? Does my baby take care of me? Does my baby protect me? Do the admins of KTFA do the same?
You betcha.
We love them as much as they love us. So CBI, what are you doing? Because I don't know what else you're gonna do. What you gonna? What do you bring? A pot roast next week? No. Well, Frank, 26. If you really must know, and besides, logic itself would tell you that logic itself would tell you that we are reducing the physical 3-0 note count with a rate change. Is that why you get? Is that why this schedule? Well, of course, that's the next thing. When? What are you, blind? Look at your schedule. Oh, I just kidding. I hope you can keep that schedule. Um, Everything is being done right now, Frank, to keep that schedule. Yeah, to stay on that schedule. Yeah. In fact, the United States of America has come because they were the ones that gave us that schedule. And they're paying attention to every little function. Frank, have you seen the latest things that the government of Iraq has been doing while we, the CBI, have been reducing the physical note counts, the 3-0 note counts, with the rate change? Have you seen what the GOI has been doing? Yeah. Well, do you understand that we told them, we sent a lockout, and we told them, dudes, stop it, dudettes, stop this. But they didn't. We told them that if they stop it and the environment returns back to the way it was, that we would give them the small notes. We would give them the purchasing power. But instead, they put it in a documentary demand form, and they presented it to the GOI. And of course, the GOI is going to fight back because they're a bunch of Iranians. But it was at that very same time that all of a sudden, Frank, boom, Daddy shows up. And Daddy, as soon as Daddy shows up, everybody ran back to Iran. And those that stayed because they, oh boy, talk about matzo balls. Really, you gonna stay? Stupid. Sanction. And have you seen that, Frank? Yeah, it got up to, I don't know, it's like 30 something already, huh? Yeah. Now, do you understand that they're there to steal the money? But if they can't steal the money, and especially with what Daddy did, as soon as he arrived last Sunday, he changed the auctions. Did they stop the auctions? What are you, listening to those other gurus? You don't stop an auction. I know. Why'd you say that? I'm just having fun. Okay. No, we don't stop auctions. It's impossible mathematically, physically, or mathematically to stop them, logarithmically to stop them. You can't stop them. But we did slow them down, and we did actually all of a sudden close the door on everybody, and we said, zero. What? Zero. Zero what? Zero data on the CBI website. Yeah, I saw that. Of course you did. We told you to look for it. So, when Daddy arrived, Frank, 26, all hell broke loose with the terrorists and the corrupt. They couldn't hold their water. Most of them drowned. Ooh. Yeah, like a bunch of cockroaches. They drowned in their own swill. They drowned in their own vomit. They drowned in their own filth. Wow, that's rather graphic, isn't it? Yeah, and it's rather graphic what they've been doing for many decades to the Iraqi citizens. So, we were very fortunate that the United States came, and since then, oh my goodness, we've delivered. And we've given you the percentage breakdowns and the reasons why, because that helped us to recalculate, and we won't have any problems with the citizens when they come in and open accounts anyways now. Can you imagine if when this happens, Frank? Oh, when this happens, every one of our banks, they will be busted down, not because they're protesting, but because they will gimme, gimme. And I told, and you, Frank, you told Firefly, didn't you, and his friends and the markets to hurry, get into the banks right now, go. and get those 250, 500, 1,000. Trust me, I kind of know what I'm talking about. And now that we know a little more, that was very helpful. Not everybody's going to get them. Not everybody. I mean, a percentage will get them in electronic form, which is brilliant because they wouldn't come in and open up an account. And you can't be putting out bazillion brand new currency out into the market. Hyperinflation would kill us. You can't do that. So it was brilliant. We can give them the new small category notes electronically with the new rate. Yeah, I know. So CBI, you're reducing the physical 30 note counts right now with a rate change? Yeah. Well, then it seems to me that the next thing you would do is to keep the schedule and announce the rate change date. Yes, if there is no more need for, wait for it, wait for it. Donald Duck sneezing. As long as there isn't any more sneezes, Frank, that just stops the heart. It pauses it for a second in order for you to expel and sneeze. You can't do the two together because it would cause trauma to the heart. It would form tachycardia because the valves in the heart would go lub dub lub dub lub 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 lub. You can't do that. Yeah, God in His infinite wisdom, boy, He knew how to make the human body. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what we're doing, and that is our hope, and that is our goal. Well, thank you, CBI. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you, Frank 26. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the topic that was predominant last night, and we review it in the first 20 minutes of our program tonight so that you can once again listen, let it register, criticize it, mock it, or realize it, in my opinion solely. So KTFA family, if the CBI right now, in my opinion, if all they're doing is reducing the physical 30 note count with a rate change, then where are we going to find the rate change? Go ahead and tell me. Where are we going to find the rate change? Go ahead and tell me. Post it. Are you having problems with a lot of people, babe?
No,
Oh, it's just one swimmer?
a couple people that are crossing their luck.
Push your luck. The Pied Piper? No, Mark. Then again, Mark has a tendency to be comical. Everybody's putting up their, from a guru. Who said that? Wait a minute. Who said that? From a guru. Mark Davis, huh? You silly rabbit. I would hope that you wouldn't do that because today, 3 gurus. Oh boy, I'm with my dad. I get these silly calls. Hey, Frank? Yeah. La, la, la. And la. And la. Said today that they're cashing out. Where? In Iraq. No. I'm sad that they're doing that. They shouldn't do that. But no. I gotta go. Bye-bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, where would we see it? And the answer is exactly what we proclaimed last night on the Central Bank of Iraq, because that's their business. But Frank, didn't you just say that they were passing laws, the GOI? Yeah. About 5 of them, yeah, associated to the financial process of the monetary reform with the CBI right now, yeah. Well, what? But that's the GOI and that's a CBI. I thought you said they were separate. In the constitution of the Iraq government, there are these bylaws, there are these laws that are established, but there are five of them that needed to be reestablished in order to allow not the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar, but all those people that want to come into the country of Iraq and invest. Oh, okay. And all they are doing now, CBI is reducing the physical three no count with a rate change, and I believe that that can not stay on the kitchen table much longer. It's going to melt. That's what you're doing. Well, then that means that I should go to the CBI website literally every day and see, when I wake up in the morning, good morning, CBI website. And I'll just take me a quick little glance. There you go. Now, if I should happen to wake up and I see on the CBI website, are they really still being nasty?
No, they know we're not.
I'm sorry, you're right. I need to focus. That's what I promised God. You take care of that, babe, and I take care of this. I pray for you. God bless you, Jen.
God bless you too. You got it.
Good morning, CBI website. All right, let's talk about that. Because I'm running out of time with you. I can't believe how fast time goes by. All righty, let's see. You know, I'm going through a lot right now, helping you, making a living, taking care of my father, my family. But I am, you ready? But I am at peace. Do you understand? Oh, yeah. Look at Frank just told us he's at peace. This is going to happen. He's telling us it's going to happen. No, you'd have to be a student with me and realize what the word peace meant yesterday. I am at peace. No, you're in Toledo, Ohio, Frank. Not at this moment. Welcome. Um, I'm going to read actually from a friend of mine that I talked to today because I like this interpretation. This friend of mine allows me to do this, so. Last night, Delta was watching, and when we were done, Delta comes into our forum and he makes a post, didn't he? He said, "Excellent, Frankie. Family, to make short and sweet, I'm looking for the CBI to either report the auction for this Sunday or give us the price of the or give us the price of the ice cream. And we should find out around 12 noon Iraqi time. 12 noon Iraqi time, which is about our 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the mainland. It has to happen before business hours. That's extremely important. Did you hear that? Let me say it one more time. It has to happen before business hours. Would you say? It has to happen before business hours. Good. I'm glad you kind of made a little side note of that. Or just after, unless if they post the Sunday auction. And thank you, Delta, by the way, for coming in and letting the family know that Yeah, our call last night was packed with a lot of information. A lot of information. And I hope you're able to pick up on it because that's what Delta was trying to do right here. Now, may we suggest, in my opinion, that there might be a gap of about 7 to 8 hours between them doing it and us realizing it. Because, in my opinion, the CBI website would have to shut down anywhere from 3 to 8 hours the day before they follow their schedule for the ice cream. On what day? I don't know. I favor a Saturday into a Sunday. I actually even favor a Sunday into a Monday. Because a Saturday into a Sunday is their world internally. But a Sunday into a Monday is the international world. And that's who's waiting for them with open arms. Do you understand this, family? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Jiggy is saying, I don't think a Friday would be good for them. Friday is, yeah, because Friday is a holy day. Jiggy, good job. Last thing you're going to do on a holy day is show that, hey, I made a profit. Really? I'm not standing next to you. God's going to strike you with lightning. That's something to think about. So, if we see the CBI shut down, ain't no big thing. It happens all the time. What happens if it was shut down around 5 or 9 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time? Well, I think that then, in my opinion, then I think that CBI, what are you doing? We are reducing the physical 3-0 note counts with a rate change because we have delivered the ice cream, and the ice cream is under a different rate. That's why we changed the rate. The ice cream can't sit there; it's going to melt. We got to get this rate out into the schedule to you. The environment is becoming suitable, not to where we want it, but Daddy's here. You gonna frank around with Daddy here? Huh? Frank around. Get the. You gonna mess around with Daddy here? Now, the citizens are still protesting. Bless their little hearts. Golly, I don't blame them. But I have been trying to understand. Is it the Iraqis that is doing this? Now, that's number one. Let's cross it out. CBI. What you doing? Making a rate change. Okay, thank you. CBI website. Thank you. Time and fact. Okay. Let's talk about something else. Number two. Because I got 30 minutes with you. Good morning, CBI website. Good morning, China. What's up, China? You got anything to take out? Look at here. I understand you got a bunch of contracts with the United States of America hooked up with Iraq, huh? Looking good, buddy. But What's this I heard last week? You didn't sign the contracts? You're not even bringing stuff in yes yet? Why? Oh, you want more of the contracts. Good. Is that what it was? That wasn't it? You got more? Well, I'm confused. Why didn't you just go ahead and pour into Iraq? They're not international. Oh, you waiting for those 5 laws too? Oh, okay, okay. The what? Did I what? Did did I did I digital? Or did you ask me did I do something? What about digital? Who told you to go digital with your stuff? Who? Daddy? Is that why you didn't go in? Oh, and also because of laws in Article 8 and all this. Okay, it's not passed. All right. Not announced? Not raised yet? Okay. China. That's kind of like the same thing that Iraq just did. They didn't want to put everything out because it would, unbalance their currency, their monetary reform. So they brought out e-dinars. They went into digital as well. You guys want more? Yeah. And Daddy told you to go digital. I find that fascinating that maybe family, maybe it's possible. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Well, I got the article. I'm sure it'll be out eventually. So who cares? Just read it. China mainstream news, it's possible. They're going to a complete asset-backed digital currency. For the entire country, along with their physical currency. I don't know when, but if Daddy told them to do it, I'll bet you they'll get it done next week. I mean, it also could be that China's going to say, no, we don't want to do this, and that's why we're not signing right now because you're forcing us to do this. Well, I don't know. But this is important, in my opinion. Quantitative financial systems are playing a big part with these banks to do this. And I'll bet you anything, if it involves China and Donald Trump and digital currency and Iraq, I'll bet you anything, it's all part of what's on that schedule. Two down, 3 to go. They're having more fun with you and busting people out, huh? Oh, look at Mark Jensen. You see Mark, he got stuff. China gold standard digital currency. Oh, he's repeating what I said. Okay. Let's see, a swimmer. Okay, there goes a cannonball swimmer. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Tink is a business. No, there's. Boy, baby, they're all about you. Wait a minute. Crypto would be better for Iraq. Michelle Baker. Why? Huh?
Michael.
Oh, did I say Michelle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm cross-eyed. So what? Yes. But why? For the same reasons that I gave you the explanation about the pizza and the percentage breakdowns of it. China would go through the same nightmare. Oh, I know they're hungry for their industrial revolution. But you let a hungry man, a starving man, eat. You know that show, Naked and Afraid? You know, when they're out there for, was it, 21 days? And you let them eat? That's the wrong thing to do. So China, I know you're excited, and I know your industrial revolution is growing, and you got so many opportunities around the world. You don't care if you're choking everybody out with your pollutions and water pollutions and toxicities, but yeah, no, you got to slow down, China. And I think this digital currency asset backup is just brilliant, and it couldn't have come from you guys because you don't want anything like that. But I am fascinated how everybody wants what Donald Trump wants. Yeah, okay, so that was two. Let's go now to number three. And what it is mainly pictures that I took today. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Did you see what Delta put on our form? This is funnier than heck. And that's what this is, what we're doing. That's pretty much what we're explaining. You see, Daddy's there now. And they all know it. And they all know it. And cockroaches ran all over the place. Iran has become so unstable that the regime has shut down their entire internet system. Deja vu. Boo-hoo. I want you to watch. I started the very first thing. You can do the rest of it, and this is another one. I started by telling you, Iran, your citizens are going to rebel against you. They're going to come after you. The same thing that is happening in Iraq will be duplicated in Iran. What do you think this is what it's that's why they're letting them protest. Sorry. In my opinion. Yeah, they're shutting down the internet system, and that's exactly what they did in Iraq. They're shooting those people. That's exactly what they did in Iraq. And they found out that the bullets that they were using were the same casing, the same bullets that they were using over in Iraq. The same bullets, the same militia, elite jerks that are killing their own people in Iran. Now, the next thing is that, well, what happened to Iraq? Daddy showed up. Hey, Iran, you know what the next thing is for you? Well, it's Daddy's going to show up, and boy, did he. But you've been trying to entice him. You've been trying to get him, come on, come on, I dare you. I dare. See that line? See that line? Come on, double dare you. Cross that line, Trump. Trust that line. And Trump says, you silly rabbits. Go about your business. Because you guys are in big trouble. Go about your business. And that big trouble, by the way, family, has been sanctions. Let me see if I can find one for you. Oh, jeez, Louise. I gotta show you this picture. Notice I didn't talk about this. Oh, wait a minute. How do I do this? Stretch it out. There you go. No. Look at Chad. It's funny too. That's what we do in America. Oh, the Joker. Golly, look at it. I mean, look at this. They didn't even have to exaggerate this picture. Look at Bass Face is saying, I'm snorting. I'm laughing so hard, Frank, I'm snorting. I know, I did that yesterday. Okay, so anyways, and what else we got in our pictures? Well, it says that, and by the way, that last one, in case you want to check it out, gee whiz, I don't have it, but it was the last page, the one about that. That was the last page on our last thread. If you're not a member of ktfalways.com,
Why not?
you sh- you should be. Look, if you need any help getting on board, it's free to come and be a part of our forum. Yeah, there is a part in there called premium, and it does cost $10, $10 a month. But I promise you, it's well worth it. I promise you that. Anyway, so Iran has that phone should not be ringing. Iran has become so unstable that the regime has shut down their entire internet system. I went back thinking I could find the post number. I can't. Alrighty, let's go to the next thing. Parliament Finance reveals the important information on recent laws and new privileges of, post number 63. You see, there it is. That's what I was telling you about, that the government of Iraq had to do something with some laws. Pay attention to that. It'll behoove you. North Korea, what? It is possible to hold a new summit with President Trump. If he changes his policies. Hey, up yours. Iraq stock market index rises on Thursday. Even with all the protesting and the killing and the violence and everything, really? Iraq stock market index rises on Thursday. May I say, in my opinion, thank you, Daddy. I know damn well what you're doing. In my opinion. The document approved to simplify the lending procedure for the initiative of the central bank. The what? We talked about it yesterday. Post number 179. If you're not a member of ktfalways.com, you should be. If you need help, call me. What's my phone number? You know it. Trump knows it. Everybody knows. My phone number is 419 283 2552. Every time I do that, all the other gurus are like, don't do that. Hey, I got no problems talking to thousands of people. Well, I'm sorry. It can get close to 1,000 in 1 week, ain't it, babe?
Yep.
Yep.
Seems like one day.
Sometimes it seems like one, yeah. So, yeah, you should check that out, post 179. Iraq figures on the U.S. sanction list on charges of corruption and repression. Now, this is post 172. Look at this. I told you. Boom, 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 boom. It's what? Close to 30? Sanctions? Choking them out? While you there at the GOI? Iranians. Because we're here to steal money. You can't no more. Oh. Bye-bye. I don't want to go. Bye-bye. I don't want to go. Bye-bye. Will the United Nations be an active player in resolving the crisis in Iraq? What do you mean, will? Who do you think the United Nations is? And who's there? Stupid journalism. You're a day late. Parliamentary Finance reveals the important information on recent laws and new privilege. Oh, hello. Post number 63. There's another one. See, told you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. 60 arrest warrants. 60. Oh, my. 60. 60 arrest warrants issued against former and current officials in Iraq. Oh, buddy. Watch. Well, that's the same thing, the 60 that were arrested. And that's about all I got on pictures for today, I think. So, yeah, I like taking pictures and covering little loose topics now and then. So that's 3, 2 to go. And I only got 15 minutes. Fine. Can I have a little more extra time? Not too much more. Maybe 10 after 8, okay? No! What do you mean no? Alrighty. Anyways, now where were we? Why didn't I get that text? It's not something I should see. All right. Let us now go to number 4. Número 4. Iraq is in a place where the 4 rivers once flowed. You know, the interesting thing about rivers is that they bring nutrients to the land. They can take it away as well, but they mainly bring good. A lot of cities are established at the river banks because that's the best place to establish a city, right there by that water. And when I said river banks, one of the interesting thing is that when a river banks, when it turns to the right and to the left, it has a tendency to pile up all lot of stuff, heavy things. So as the river is winding that turn, that bank right there, wow, geologists know that's the best place to go look for stuff. And the Garden of Eden was a place where there was 4 rivers. And these 4 rivers are winding rivers. It's interesting that they bring so much and it funnels down into this one valley. And it's where Iraq is today. And over the millions of years, I believe that way. I believe the earth is millions of years old. Some of you don't. Some of you feel that it's only a few thousand years old. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to have differences of opinions about that? Man, the topics that we could have back and forth. And the proof, sedimentary layers. No. Dinosaur footprints and man footprints. Aha, gee, I gotcha. No. I mean, who cares? That's not going to bring you salvation to be correct on that subject. It's more fun for me and you. But who cares? Salvation is to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, nothing more. Everything else is just a lot of idiosyncrasies. So allow me to say that I believe that the earth is millions of years old, and excuse me, billions of years old. And in doing so, these rivers brought so much wealth of minerals and water and rich soil, and I mean, it's just flooded that area. And Iraq is so filthy rich. If you step on the sand, your sandal turns black. I mean, there's places like that where the oil is right at the surface. That's why the oil refineries love that place. You ain't got to dig very far. That's number one. Number two, the carbon. The carbon signature on this oil in Iraq is unique. You don't find it nowhere else. It's close to 90-something% carbon. That's proficient fuel. That's almost perpetual motion. But to get it, it's so easy. And then on top of it, it's so viscous. It's so thick. High in carbon, it's the best oil in the world. Yeah, so why am I doing all this? Because this area where where the Garden of Eden used to be, where Babel used to be, hey God, we're coming. Wrong. Where the Hanging Gardens used to be, hey God, we ain't coming, we're staying here. Wrong. Where today Iraq is, Baghdad, hey God, help us. That place is incredibly rich. And Iraq, this monetary reform, ain't got nothing. It can't even touch the wealth of what Iraq has. The assets that are backing up their monetary reform are is nothing more but a minuscule representation of their true wealth. And that's what they depend on, their oil. Iraq is so wealthy. It under the right tutelage, under the right guidance. Thank you, Daddy. We can make a difference to the rest of the world. Can you imagine what 4 more years would do if he was able to parley that country? And they want Trump to do that. Hey, Iraq, what? Did you guys want Obama to visit you? No! Would you like Donald Trump to visit you? Yes! Daddy, it brings us peace. It brings us peace. Well, okay. Then with that in mind, let's see here. Let's see. Can Iraq be a world? I think I can click on it. Well, here, I'll show it to you. Maybe y'all, I don't know, maybe we can find it. I'm trying to get rid of the phone number. Can you see that? No, maybe you can't. What it is, what, honey?
Sticky on it.
Put a sticky on it? Okay, thank you. Good. Oh, you smart, girl. You smart.
Does it show through?
You smart. Does it show through? No. Watch the sticky fall off. Oh. Oh. It's magic. Look at this. I'm encouraging you to study this. I'm encouraging you to go to this. I just opened it. Let me at least show you what it's going to look like. And good. We covered we covered. Look at that. You see this? This is a legitimate site. And what they're telling you is that, I like how it says, breaking news. The United States just approved 4 more LNG's projects. And guess who? Well, y'all got to study this, okay? Because look at here. As I scroll, can you see me scroll? Oh, what did I do? Son of a gun. What did I do? I broke it. Son of a gun. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll go back and I'll hit that again. Hit it. Don't touch anything, Frank. Don't. Okay, there it is. Okay, now let me scroll up, okay? When you get to that, watch. Scroll up. Okay, easy. Easy. Darn right they can. Now, I'm not here to talk to you about rare earth minerals. But that's why, in my opinion, the President of the United States of America announced that we now have a space force. You just can't go into space. And they're just not now going into space. Been doing it for decades. And the data, the intel, the science behind going into space, it's far advanced, in my opinion. And they now know certain things that they didn't know before. And one of those things is they found out that copper, gold, and specific rare earth minerals, mainly the ones that are in Japan and South America. These rare earth minerals will protect our astronauts. Are protecting our astronauts. It is amazing, this area. So when it tells you, when they suggest, can Iraq become a world? Can Iraq become a petrochemical world player? Yes. And that's just another one of the things that they have. The power behind what is about to happen is so powerful that it's driven a Democratic Party to the point of insanity, of desperation, When you watch today, when you watched again today, nothing. But I told you, I'm not going to kick anybody when they're down. What I do is I reach down and I lift them up. And we pray. And that's what I asked you. Pray. As of yesterday, I'm done mocking them because they're done. Pray for the Democratic Party that it metamorphosizes and changes into something that it was not before, into something that it should have been before. What's that say? I get a little worried when you get angry, then you bust up. I envy that balance. It's called insanity. I'm all right. No, I'm not. I'm all right. No, I'm not. That's four. Uno más. Let's go see what Eddie's got to say. You want to? Let's go see what our brother Eddie's, what he's got to say. I'm at peace. And that's not my opinion. That's part of our program tonight. I am at peace. I'm not at peace. I am at peace. I'm not going to read yesterday's because we covered it pretty well. So let's just start fresh. I usually like to rehash, but let's just start fresh. This morning. It's not a long report today, but here's where we're at. From about 7:56 in the morning. There we go. Good morning, Mr. Frank. I asked him about the protesting of yesterday. We have 3 killed and 37 injured yesterday. And it was our 27th straight day of protesting. On television today, Mr. Frank, we see an economic guy. An economic guy. He's some specialist. And he's saying to us that there are 9 new safeguards. You see, these are the things that you won't read in articles. And all honor and glory to God and to our teams. There's some, here, so you can see it. There's some economic guy, some specialist on Arakia television right now, Mr. Frank, and he's saying that there are 9 new. You only knew of one. They stopped the auctions. No, they didn't stop the auction. Who told you? A guru. Okay. There are 9. Where to go, Daddy? There are 9 new safeguards for the CBI to help continue to fight corruption. Wait till you hear about the 9. You'll be at peace. The CBI now has 9 safeguards to help to continue. Oh, it started about 2 weeks ago. To help to continue to fight corruption. And this guy talked about what a great job Alak has been doing at the CBI. Whatever, Mr. Frank. Today, also, we burned down some more Malachi's houses. We got bored. We have some more of Malachi's. Oh my God. What you want to do, man? Hey, Aaron, Abif, Ali, what you guys want to do? You want to? Let's do it again. Google is that. How many more homes he got? 48 more homes? Make some more Molotov cocktails. Uh, yeah, some more. Let them vent. Let them. I just wish it wouldn't cost them lives. Some more of Malachi's homes we burnt down yesterday, Mr. Frank, and Abadi on television. Abadi? Abadi, what's up, man? I ain't heard from you in a long time. How you doing? And Abadi on television today calling on Iran to stop interfering with the Iraqi government. Well, of course, Daddy's there. The bark gets louder, doesn't it? Where the dickens were you all these? Where were you when they were protesting? Why didn't you have the love for your people? Because and you're not doing this out of love, out of patrioticness for your people. You're doing it because they're forcing you to do this. And we started telling everybody this 3 days ago, in my opinion. But you'll read about it. Yeah. So Abadi, hey man, what you lonely? You got nothing to do? Abadi, are they priming you? Are they priming you, dude? Come on, man, talk to me. What's up? What? Who'd you got? Did you go out and get some pizza last night? A little ice cream too? No, you didn't. What? You went to the 5-star restaurant with who? Dad? All them people? Huh. So what you got to say today, Abadi? It's gonna make you look good in front of the people. Abadi, you was the prime minister once, huh? Yes, I was. Would you like to be the prime minister again? Yes, I would. No. uh, are you a daddy trumper? Yes, I am. No. Okay. So you want to be PM again, huh? How many cookies you got? And Abadi, Mr. Frank, was on television today. And he came out and he was yelling and screaming at the Iranians. And he said, "Stop it! Stop interfering with Iraq's government." Is that good? Is that good? Stop it! Stop interfering with Iraq's government. And you all need to stay clear of Iraq daily needs. That's our stuff, not yours. And let Iraq run Iraq. And for Iran to stay out. This was met with high cheers. Score! This was met with high cheers in the streets. And you know what, miss? You know what else? What? They also put it on the flatbed trucks and on the big screens. Are they using those again? Yes, they are, Mr. Frank. Do you realize that that's mainly a CBI tool? Yeah, we know. You guys stop? Are you guys done protesting? Maybe. It's only 27. We need to go by the moon. And one more day? Whatever it is, God bless you. Take care of each other out there. To which I said to him, to which I then, mine is always in blue. To which I said to him, Eddie, once again, Eddie, they don't want you to say these things, but they don't, oh, excuse me, once again, Eddie, they don't want to say these things, but they are being forced by the United States to take care of the citizens of Iraq. It may be a slow process, but it is happening. You will get your country back, and you will get an increase. in your currency, in my opinion. I'll continue reading. On Iraqi television, and this was about 1:22 in the afternoon now, so this is his third report of the day. On Iraqi television, the United States of America officials are saying that they are putting sanctions. That they are putting sanctions. Well, yeah, because Daddy's there and he'll tell everybody. So you guys chill. You don't have to do anything. They're saying that they're putting sanctions on three prominent Iranian-backed Iraqi leaders and will also charge them with legal misconduct relating to human rights. The three of them are Asadi, the director of Mahdi's office. The other is Faleh, and last is Hassinger. All three being charged, and more to come, says the United States of America. They're saying that they will go after all who have stolen and violated Iraqi citizens' rights. As soon as we got there, that was it. As soon as we got there, I was at peace, and you will be too. To which I say, to which I said, can you tell me what minister, what positions these three hold, or are they just parliament members? No, no, Mr. Frank, they're not ministers. The first is the director of Mahdi, director of Mahdi's office, and the other two, we'll find out for you. And I said, okay, thank you so much. Mr. Frank, the second one is leader of private security force in Iraq, who is backed by Iran. Whoa, good job. Mr. Frank, the last guy, Hassamini, but I don't think I'm pronouncing his name right. Hassayimini or something, I don't know. I hope you got to see it there. The last guy, Hassamini, is known as the El Facto, El Facto of Prime Minister of Prime Minister ever since Mahdi took over as Prime Minister. Ever since, let me read it over again. I'm sorry. So the last guy, Hassimini something or another, is known as the El Facto of Prime Minister. Ever since Mahdi took over as Prime Minister, he's deeply backed by Iran. Mr. Frank, they are cleaning out the Iranians just like you told us. So when the United States gives Iraq the okay to RV, it's RI, Eddie, to RI, the money will not be controlled by Iran and all stolen. That what looks like to us. My dear brother, make sure that every citizen understands what you understand now. To which I said, that's great. That's great news. It is also what we expected from the United States. I hope this encourages you, Eddie, and your friends in Iraq. That is precisely the plan. And like I told you, the small notes are. We don't need to repeat this part. And to which he said then, on news, in the last 15 years, They're telling us, Mr. Frank, on the news that in the last 15 years, Iraq has lost, wow, I don't get to read these things until I read them to you. On the news, in they say that in here, you read it real quick before I read it. Ain't that a trip? On the news, in the last 15 years, Iraq has lost over $900 billion to corruption, most being funneled to Iran through the fake accounts that were set up in the auctions. And they stopped the auctions and all the fake, I snorted again. They stopped the auctions and all the fake accounts of Iran. And poof! Hey, Tink,
Yes, babe.
would you like to poof some accounts?
Yes.
Yep. What's wrong? You too busy?
Trying to look something.
I'm sorry. My wife is very focused right now. Get him, babe. Oh my goodness, that's brilliant! Isn't that cool when things all fall into place? Because most of the times you're looking at me and you're straight into my face, and you're saying, What are you talking about, Frank? What's the matter with you, honey? Change the channel, quick. Put it on Petticoat Junction. Anything but this guy. Hurry, he's crazy. Ah, yeah. On the news in the last 15 years, wow. Iraq has lost over $900 billion to corruption. Well, actually, we lost the money because 8 years, Obama, you were part of that. And then on top of that, Obama, in those 8 years, you gave them the ability to buy 10 centrifuges, the ability for nuclear proliferation. You sick. You were the total opposite of what a president of the United States of America should have been. You were a Manchurian candidate on steroids. And I'll never forget it. I will tell my children, I will write books of this when I'm done to make sure that my children and their children will always remember and know. I don't have to sell them. I will put them in my family library. Read this. Your poppy wants to tell you about daddy. Oh my God. So 900 billion to corruption was lost, and most of it being funneled to Iraq through the fake accounts that were set up in the auctions, but they were all poofed. Mr. Frank, my bank guy, he said, oh, shoot, I can't. I gave my word of honor. My Eddie, our Firefly, the bank friend of his that he's been talking to and that we've been telling you what his boss has been saying to him because the CBI told the boss then tells the employee, then the employee tells my Firefly, and my Firefly tells me, and I can tell you because it's public knowledge. The boss told the, okay. But in this case, I'm sorry. Eddie is saying to me, Frank, please, no say nothing, no say. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. You see, I can't. Because the manager did say some stuff, and no, I can't. No, I have to be honorable. Eddie says that's banker opinion, not from his boss. Please don't say anything. Okay, I didn't say it. Understand, I actually am not saying much about them because of the reason what I am very well aware everyone is watching. Everyone is watching us. He said, thank you, Mr. Frank. You're welcome, Eddie. Thank you, Mr. Frank. That's his friend. And you're my friend too, Eddie. We protect each other. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably time to say goodbye because that was number 5. And I hope that you You enjoyed being with me tonight. You picked up some information, some things to think about. KTFA Premium, I'm so proud of you. I really am. KTFA Premium, I read everything. I read everything. Isn't that right, babe?
Yep. Hours.
Huh?
Hours.
Hours. Hours. I go to sleep around 4 in the morning, get up around 9, and the other hours are precious. And now I have to dedicate 2 of those hours to my father willingly, lovingly, wantingly. Wantingly? Is that a word?
Wanting, I think.
So, yeah, okay. Let me see. I wish this thing would pop. I need new drumsticks. Okay, Dean, it'll pop. Awesome, Frank. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Who was that? Danny. Limbo Man. Thank you from Ocala, Ocala, Florida. Thanks to the mods, Frank and Tink. Oh, that's very nice of you, Lewis. And I see all of you now saying thank you. Militia Man, how you doing, buddy? A good report. Good report that you did a couple days ago. See, that's another reason why you should be part of our forum. We got some brilliant minds. We're blessed. We really are. And we got Walking Stick. I'll never forget the day that Walking Stick called me. I'll give you that story and we're going to go now. Walking Stick called one day. This was like about 10 years ago. Old timers. Remember when Walking Stick was our news hound? Remember when he got up to, what is it, 140,000 posts or something like that? Because he was always bringing like 50 articles every day. And then he got sick. And we lost our friend as a news hound. But I'll never forget when he first called me about 10 years ago. Ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Hi, this is Frank. Who's calling and how can I help you? Hey. Yeah? Oh boy, here we go. You do a good job. Well, thank you. My name is, and I am with, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, good, sir. That's good. How can I help you? Well, I want to help you. Why? Because that's what we do in the Marine Corps. You know, I agree with you. I'm starting to get the feeling. This guy's for real. Yeah. What do you want to do? You want to bring in articles? Because the articles that we have are a bunch of garbage? Oh, okay. All of them? Not all. Oh, okay. Well, but you can help us. And you have the equipment, you have the ability, you have the connections. And you what? You're who? With what? In Iraq. Really? Okay. All righty. Nice talking to you, sir. Bye-bye. It took a month, about a month, before the rest of my team was able to say, he's for real. Okay. And he's proven himself to you. He got sick, and God only knows how long more he'll still be on this planet Earth. But after so many campaigns, so many wars, I believe that he will feel good when he takes his last breath, knowing that he helped thousands, tens of thousands of people to understand something that he understood very well. He's a good man. And you're good people too. And I want to thank you for being with us tonight. I learned an awful lot, and I shared an awful lot. It was all in my opinion. Let's get together tomorrow night. And what is tomorrow? Friday. It's going to be a little bit, and then I'm going to go into my premium at ktfalways.com. Now, don't be thinking, oh, golly, he's going in there and he's not sharing. That's not fair. I don't have $10. You don't have $10? Call me. I'll give it to you free. $10 is not going to make the difference, for me, but if it makes a difference for you, oh, dear God, I give it to you. Don't worry. We give, ain't it, babe? I mean,
Yeah, a couple sheets full.
we give hundreds of them away. There's a lot of people that mock me and say, oh, God, look at all the money he's making. Oh, ye of little knowledge. And I hope and I pray that we presented some knowledge, even though it was in my opinion tonight. And I'll be with you tomorrow night at, 7? Yeah, I'll be with you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A little small UB2B, and then we go into ktfalways.com, into our premium there. And if you need me for anything, my name is Frank. My phone number is 419-283-2552. Now, that would be tomorrow, Friday. Now, Saturday, I'm going to bring premium. First, we'll answer their questions, and then I'll answer yours. And I'd like for you to prepare yourself. You got 48 hours to think of astute questions, things that would make a difference in your thoughts and others. Please don't say to me, in your opinion, when do you think this is going to happen? Or in your opinion, what do you think it's going to come out at? Because I'll just walk right over the question. So we have a lot of people, newbies, hundreds of newbies every day. Since this UB2B was discovered by us, now everybody's discovering us. We've been around for quite a while. You just keep to ourselves. If you gotta, you have to find us. Anyways, God bless you. Thank you kindly for being with us. Thank you kindly for being with us. And thank you. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.